Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and your preparations are also going well. So, to help you all, I am present with chapter number 5 of CA Intermediate Auditing in both Hindi and English. So, this is a revision video, and I have tried to cover this chapter in the minimum possible time I can. Okay, and this PDF you may find it a little blurred, but we'll manage it. I'll explain you each and every point, and also I would suggest you that you should write. Okay, as the video progresses, just watch my video, understand that particular topic, and then write and revise. So if you will write and revise, you will be able to recall it for a longer period of time. Also, if you are appearing for May 2021 attempt, then please do not be, do not get lazy. The exams are going to happen, though it is not certain that when, but please carry on your preparations and prepare for your exams well. Okay. So starting with chapter number 5, fraud and responsibilities of auditor in this regard. And if you want this PDF, then please do let me know through the comment section. If I will get request of students, then I'll try to upload it on Telegram channel. So the meaning is SE 240. So 4 for fraud. SE 240 is your standard about auditor's responsibility relating to fraud in an audit of financial statements. 4 for fraud, एक तो आप ये ध्यान रखिए 4 for fraud. 4 means fraud. ठीक है, तो your SE 240 that is a standard is regarding auditor's responsibility relating to fraud. Auditor की क्या responsibility है if there is fraud in an audit of financial statements. So as per SE 240, fraud is defined as an intentional act. Intentional means willingness. I am willing to do it. Willing. Okay. Intentional means जानबूझकर. जानबूझकर. ठीक है. So, an intentional act by one or more individuals among management, TCWG, or third party. So, you already have learned the inherent limitations that management is itself involved in fraud, या फिर third party is involved in fraud, या फिर TCWG is involved in fraud, या employees are involved in fraud. Okay, यही cases हो सकते हैं where people of the organization or the people external to the organization might occur fraud in the financial statements, right? So the auditor is concerned with the fraud in the financial statements. So that is why SE 240 has defined fraud as an intentional act by either one or more individuals among management, TCWG, third party, who by using deception. What is the meaning of deception? धोखाधड़ी. To obtain unjust or illegal advantage. धोखाधड़ी. Deception means धोखाधड़ी. That means they are predicting that they are innocent, but they are deceiving, they are misleading. Okay, so you can write the meaning of deception. It is misleading. So what is fraud? एक ऐसा act जो जानबूझकर करा गया है either by one or by more individuals among management, TCWG, या फिर third party, with the intention to deceive. Okay, using deception with the intention to obtain unjust or illegal advantage. Unjust या फिर illegal advantage. तो फ़ायदा उठाने के लिए एक ऐसा एक्ट जो गलत तरीके से किसी को धोखे में रखकर उसका फ़ायदा उठाने के लिए किया जाता है. So that particular act is your fraud. ठीक है. Now what is the characteristics? Fraud is intentional. जो भी चीज़ आप जानबूझ के करो, whatever you are doing intentionally, so that is your fraud. And whatever you are doing unintentionally, that is your error. Okay. Like suppose you make mistakes, so that is error. But if you want to take revenge from anyone and you try to create problem for that particular person, so you are doing it intentionally. So that comes under the category of fraud. Okay, now it is a broad and a very very legal concept. It is a broad and legal concept. So it is basically divided into two categories: fraudulent financial reporting and misappropriation of assets. Fraudulent financial reporting and misappropriation of assets. Please, the screen is a little blurred, then do not consider it. Just open up your study materials and I am explaining you each and everything. Okay, so it is just a flowchart form, though it has a coverage of all the points in the study material. I've made these notes from study material only, but I don't know how it is a little blurred and it is not coming clear. Okay, so it is a broad legal concept and there are two categories of fraud: fraudulent financial reporting and misappropriation of assets. Now, misappropriation of assets include cash and goods. Cash and goods. So what we have discussed till yet? Fraud क्या है? Fraud is a legal concept. एक तो ये इंटेंशनल एक्ट है, वो तो हमारा हो गया था डेफिनेशन पार्ट. नाउ सेकेंड कैटेगरी जो आती है, सेकेंड पार्ट, इट इज that fraud is a legal concept and it includes two things. First is your fraudulent financial reporting and misappropriation of assets, right? And this is further divided into misappropriation of goods and defalcation of cash. ठीक है, please do not consider it. I know it is really dirty but actually I'm just using the mouse of my laptop and that is why I'm using my finger to write, so this writing is coming. I hope you won't mind it. What are the reasons for fraud? So we have studied the meaning, we have studied the characteristics. Now what are the reasons for fraud? Why do we do fraud? Why do management do fraud? क्यों करते हैं हम ऐसा? So the memory technique for this is 3P, and there is a disclaimer that this memory technique does not belong to me. This memory technique is of another teacher. So this is not my memory technique, but I found it good and that is why I've quoted it in front of you. So the memory technique is 3P. P for pressure to commit fraud. Next, P for perceived opportunity to commit fraud. And P for possesses an attitude. 3P हैं. ओके, कितने P हैं? 3P हैं. फर्स्ट वाला क्या था हमारा? What was the first one? फर्स्ट वाला था प्रेशर. प्रेशर टू कमिट फ्रॉड. सेकंड वाला क्या है? परसीव्ड अपॉर्चुनिटी. ठीक है, और थर्ड वाला क्या है? possesses an attitude. फर्स्ट वाला क्या है हमारा? फर्स्ट वाला है हमारा प्रेशर, सेकंड वाला perceived opportunity and third वाला possesses an attitude. So what is the meaning of first वाला? What is the meaning of pressure to commit fraud? So pressure to commit fraud means that whenever the management is under pressure that they have to reach a certain target and they do not have resources, they do not have enough resources, so what do? They follow a shortcut method, and which is wrong. They fall in the trap of committing fraud. Okay, so when management is under pressure from source outside or inside entity to achieve expected targets and they do not have enough resources for that, उनके पास में proper resources नहीं है but वो under pressure हैं कि उनको इतना target तो achieve करना ही है, तो वो क्या करते हैं? वो शॉर्टकट अपनाने की कोशिश करते हैं एंड उसी शॉर्टकट की कोशिश में वो किस ट्रैप में फॉल कर जाते हैं? वो फॉल कर जाते हैं फ्रॉड की. ठीक है. सेकेंड इज़ योर परसीव्ड अपॉर्चुनिटी टू कमिट फ्रॉड्स. अब अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल गई है, सपोज इन योर एग्जाम्स द इन्विजिलेटर इज़ नॉट वॉचिंग यू, सो व्हाट विल यू डू? You have no one to watch you. There is no invigilator in your class, there is no one in your corridor. What you will do? You have got the opportunity to cheat. You will cheat. You are involving yourself into fraud. Similarly, if the management or anyone in the entity gets an opportunity to commit fraud, so they grab that opportunity and they what did they do? What do they do? They involve them into fraud. So this can happen due to some reasons that either your controls are overridden or you have the knowledge about the deficiencies in the organization or the controls. Okay, so these are the two reasons because of which the people in the organization can get a perceived opportunity to commit frauds. Then the third point is possesses an attitude, character, or set of values. Like suppose some people have an attitude of stealing things. Okay, their morale, their set of values allows them to steal. They involve them into robbery. Okay, but some people, like suppose you are moving on the road and you find a 2000 rupee note. So what will you do with that particular note? Will you spend it, or will you keep it for any poor person, or if you will find the right owner for that particular note, then you will give that note to that particular person? What will you do? Or suppose you found a gold coin, what will you do? So whatever you will do, I'm not judging you, whatever you will do, that will depend on your character and your set of values. That means if the management or the person who is going to commit fraud, जो person fraud करने जा रहा है, if that particular person has an attitude that he can commit fraud and he does not mind doing fraud, so what will he do? He will involve himself into fraud. And if that particular person is honest, then he will not involve himself into fraud. Okay, so this is your introduction to fraud. एक बार लेट मी जस्ट रिपीट इट इन हिंदी. देखो, फर्स्ट वाला है अगर मैनेजमेंट के पास में कुछ ऐसा अनएक्सपेक्टेड सा टारगेट है जो वो अचीव करना चाहता है एंड उसके पास में रिसोर्सेज नहीं है, तो फिर वो फ्रॉड में इन्वॉल्व हो जाता है, गलत तरीका अपनाने की कोशिश करता है. फिर सेकेंड है, उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल गई है फ्रॉड करने की, और ये तब हो सकता है अगर कंट्रोल्स आपके ओवररिडन हो या फिर आपको कमियों के बारे में पता लग गया हो. और थर्ड वाला है अगर एटीट्यूड ही उसका ऐसा है, उसकी फितरत में ही ऐसा है कि वो फ्रॉड करे, तो वो फ्रॉड करेगा ही. ठीक है. सो दिस वॉज योर इंट्रोडक्शन टू फ्रॉड. वी हैव डिस्कस द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, मीनिंग एंड reasons for fraud. Now from the next class we will continue with the broad legal concept, and that are your two categories: FFR, fraudulent financial reporting, and misappropriation of assets. It is a very short chapter. I have comprised this chapter into just 9 pages and we will complete it super soon. Okay, so I'll meet you in the next class with the next topic. Till then, please do submit your feedback, and if you want this PDF now, then do let me know. Okay, and please do like, share and subscribe. You can watch the past lectures, and though I have not completed company audit till yet, but I'll complete it super soon if I'll get time. But till then, let's just complete this short chapter super soon. Okay, do keep watching my lectures, and if you have any doubts, then feel free to comment. Thank you so much.